Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, ShrimadBhagavatam354. As you may remember, Krishna was telling the old Brahmin what he had heard about Rukmini. Her red feet are soft and her soft palms bear auspicious signs like the Shankha and the Chakra. Her waist is small and her thighs are soft and straight, like the trunk of a plantain tree. Her hips are large and beautiful. She walks like a swan, and her face is ever smiling and calm. Ever since I heard the words of Narada, I have been wanting to take her hand. Narada also told me that her father was planning to give her to me. Now, even before she told me, I have heard that her brother's hatred for me has caused a change of plans. And ever since then, I have not been able to sleep at night. Look at my eyes. Are they not red? Can you not see that they are tired? Krishna paused for a moment and then said, I will this very moment destroy those sinful men who disgrace the Kshatriya caste to which they belong. I will snatch the beautiful Princess Rukmini under their very eyes and bring her back with me to Dwarka. I will not abandon Rukmini, whose heart is already mine. Krishna knew that he had very little time since the marriage was decided to take place in 2 days. Krishna called for his charioteer Daruka and said, Daruka, get my chariot ready. I must leave immediately. Krishna's favorite horses, Shabya, Sugriva, Meghapushpa, and Valahaka, were soon yoked. And Daruka brought the chariot to the door and came and stood before Krishna as if to say, the chariot is ready. Krishna helped the old Brahmin into the chariot, and then he ascended it himself. The horses were fleeter than the wind, and they traveled all night. Early in the morning, they reached Vidarbha. Balarama, in the meantime, heard that Krishna had left in a hurry for Vidarbha, and that he had every intention of bringing Rukmini with him. Balarama guessed that there would be some trouble caused by the others there, and so he hurried to Vidarbha with the Yadava army. 223. Rukmini's despair. Bhishmaka, in the meantime, had made all the preparations for the wedding. The city of Kundanapura had a festive look. The streets were sprinkled with scented water, and all the houses were decorated with wreaths of flowers. The pillars and the flagstaffs were all gay with fluttering flags and banners. All the people were dressed in their silks, and every house bore a happy look, since their princess was to be married. The palace was a hive of activity. The preparations were endless. The poor were fed, and the Brahmins were honored with feasts and gifts of gold and silks. They were asked to bless the young princess, who was to be the bride the next day. The walls were resounding with the chanting of the Vedas and the singing of the women who were surrounding Rukmini. They dressed her in new clothes, and they tied charms and amulets and yellow thread round her wrist to ward off evil eyes. Dhamagosha, the king of Chedi, did the same thing for his son and brought Shishupala to Vidarbha. He brought a large army with him, and they came to the city early enough. Bhishmaka received them with due honor and took them to their apartments, palaces set apart for them. With Shishupala had come Jarasandha, Salva, Dantavakra, Vidurata, and Paondraka. They were all confirmed enemies of Krishna and Rama. They had also brought their armies with them. They were all familiar with the fact that Bhishmaka had wanted to give Rukmini to Krishna, and that it was the firm voice of Rukmi which had averted the calamity. They wanted, therefore, to be there to help Shishupala in case any crisis occurred, and hence the large armies. Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.